And a big welcome to everybody who is on this broadcast. Welcome to the Car of the Future. We're bringing you just before the 1 year anniversary of IGL and just before the endurance races. So we're racing at Sebring now. We've got a new driver, MRN Drifter. He is driving the Nissan Skyline as well, and they're off. Sniper getting up to a good start, Mingnut in second, and then we got Valet and Drifter in fourth. There's Drifter in his new Skyline there. He's managed to move himself into second, so that's a very good position. Third, so that's a good position for him. He's put himself in at second. Yes, he's got it. Well done there. And Hellspawn's moved up a heap of positions there. He's in fourth at the moment. He's on the move. All the drivers getting off to a good start here. As we look, Wobie now currently fourth. And there in the background, as you saw, was Chaos Theory. He's off to a flyer as well. I do believe, though, that these are all the drivers that are racing. And Hellspawn's gone way wide on off that corner. Got a little too fast around there, and Chaos has got the run on him. Can he make it stick into the corner? He's in fourth at the moment. They're ripped through the corner. Oh, he gets a little touch there from Mingnut. Manages to keep him at bay, and it looks as though Hellspawn may have him here at the starting line. He does. Good battling straight off the get-go as we go to Sniper Fox, who's currently in first. He's being chased down by Drifter and loading on. He's just setting quick lap times here, Sniper. And a good run so far. We move to Wobie. Wobie closing up to Drifter. It's a rarity to see the Nissans up this high. Usually they're about where Chaos Theory is, so it's good to see that more people choosing the Nissan, adding a bit of competition into it. Yes, as we stated earlier on in the session, this marks one of the final race just before the endurance, which will mark the 1 year anniversary of IGL. IGL joining us with in collaboration for this endurance championship to begin. Drivers are going through their paces, getting their liveries organised, and here comes Wobie going down the inside of Drifter. He gets around him and he gets the corner. Well done there. Move Hellspawn is currently keeping Chaos at bay. I think Chaos, no, I guess not. He hasn't pitted yet. Keeping himself well in the corners here. Hellspawn is. Drifter sliding out off the exit there, and that's going to allow Hellspawn to possibly have a chance. And Hellspawn looking down the inside here. He's making the move. He's going to try to make it stick. He looks like he will. Drifter went way too wide off the corner there. Couldn't control it, and then drifted it on the way out. His name. And it looks as though Chaos Theory is making the first of the pit stops for the drivers. Now remember, the AIs cannot make the pit stops because they weren't programmed to. But they will have time added on at the end of the session in accordance to... just as I was saying that, there was an AI in the pit lane. I think that's Fusion. Yes, it is. Out comes Chaos. Now what can he do? He's currently 11th. He's got a long way to go. Go back to 4th. Drifter and Hellspawn still doing battle. Sounds like Drifter just missed a gear there. Gotta admit that the Nissans are looking very good in this. Look like they can compete with the Holden and Ford. But we'll see once the Enduros start. Next week it's going to be Silverstone Raceway. Kick it off. The first part of the endurance will kick it off with that. Then we're following it with King of the Oval, which is the Indies. We'll see how they go there. Third track on the list is King of the Mountain, and that will be an interesting one. Up to Wobegon currently in 2nd, and it looks as though Sniper may have just blitzed, maybe not just blitzed away, but he's got himself a very healthy gap between him and Wobie. Wobie will find it hard to chase down this leader, especially considering he has to pit in. We've got the Might of the Demon Racing, who's just skipped it a bit wide there. It's still holding very strong. He's run that one wide. Close up on him. Yeah, meanwhile, let's see. Is Chaos still currently 11th. And it looks as though chemical here. He's not allowing it. It'll be only a matter of time. See the new paint job for the Nissan at the end of the season. Chaos electing to stay with Nissan for next season as well. Yet to confirm between Brute and all the others if they're going to continue on with their current cars or other. It's going to be an interesting couple of weeks during the launch of the new project cars coming. Looks as though one is pit stop and Hellspawn as well, and they're both exiting. Hellspawn's just exited now. Did he get in front of Chaos? And that would leave on the front. Doing well, start of the race, doing very well. We've got Hellspawn 10th and 11th at the moment. There's Hill. Chaos is doing battle here. And looks as yes, he has. Chemical got around him. As we look to waiting on, currently travelling well. As I was saying before the pit lane dramas happened, Project Cars coming out next week. It's looking for bigger and better things for IGL. There will be tests on it to check how the driving is and all that. So looking very good for all the races here. And apparently there's big talks to do a cross gaming racing, which is between Forza 5 and Project Cars. So that'll be a very interesting one to see how that develops in the coming future. As we continue on here, Woby and his Drifter. Drifter currently in 5th. Woby, as I was just about to say, was in 9th. Where I got my tongue tied there. And Drifter is just falling place at the moment. Lost it to Nakaro. And then shortly after he lost to Velatane. Back to Woby here. Travelling well in the Super Black entry. Hasn't done a whole heap wrong today in racing. And it looks as though Hellspawn may have fallen quite a few number of places. May have gone wide again into one of the corners, or he may have been contacted by Chemical. Has put him behind Hellspawn. Chaos Theory. He's currently sitting in 10th. So we go to Woby. Currently 9th and just cruising at the moment. We go to Drifter. There's not much difference here between the cars in terms of where the drivers are positioned at the moment. We've got Drifter on the straight here. If we look at Woby, he's currently on the straight as well. He may have just turned into it. And we go to Chaos, who's currently on the corner. And we go back further to the other driver, Hellspawn, who just hit the corner as well. And not much difference between the drivers as they're coming through. And Drifter is doing his pit stop. Interesting to see what happens here. Here comes Woby. Woby overtakes him. Woby gets 8th. Some might think Drifter may have left it just a little bit late to take that pit stop. Not much time left. There's only 2 laps left here. Provisional first at the moment is Sniper, but again, remains to be seen with the pit windows, time being added on. He's cruising onto his final lap here. And a pretty extreme drive so far for Sniper. He hasn't stopped. He's going to finish strong, but again, will it be enough to keep him in the top spot? As time does get added onto him. And we've got the other provisional spots, which will be HKS and Akaro. Make the last corner stick and get around it as quick as possible to try and get that first spot. Looks as though he got around that cleanly. And it's Sniper Wolf in provisional pole position. HKS and Akaro rounding up second and third provisional. Thanks for joining us. I will see you on the 1 year anniversary of IGL.